do you think have led to that?
That the attention sits on social.
Yeah.
I don't think people really understand how many hours of human attention social has compared to everybody else. I think people are holding on and don't want it to be that.
Yeah.
I think most people make emotional decisions. Sometimes they make a decision based on where they make their money, right? Like if you're a hamburger joint and all of a sudden 50 years ago, everybody falls in love with hot dogs, but you were the hamburger king. Instead of what I would do, which is like add hot dogs to your menu, most people just keep trying to tell you why hot dogs are a fad.
Yeah, you try and dig in your heels.
That's right. That's what humans do. And the ones that don't tend to do quite well commercially. I don't care what consumers care about. I just care to know it as quickly as possible and figure out what I'm gonna do with it.
So today, actually, someone sent me a new Google AI program where you can upload an article.
Yes.
And it turns it into a 15, 20, however long podcast you want it to become.
Yes.
And that was so wild because it was such an impressive, interesting podcast that I enjoyed listening to.
Yes.
I'm sure you're familiar with that. That just struck me, though, as the most recent example of how AI could essentially replace so many creators. What is your take on that and other AI?
There's a lot to that. AI replacing creators. So the podcaster that would replace also replaced a drive time radio host or a midday TV host. The midday TV host and the radio host potentially replaced the network TV personality because cable came along and that became, you go further back, there was no television. And when television came along, that replaced the radio man or the print. And so like these things ebb and flow. Like at the end of the day, someone still wrote that article.
Yeah.
So the way my brain goes is that just sounds like actually the people that were sad 10 years ago, you know, the people that wrote articles because they were getting replaced by podcaster. It just sounded like the person that writes articles is now back in the game. This is the thing with AI. It's kind of like the tractor. When the tractor came out, there was a lot of conversation in society many, many years ago that this was bad because 83% of people in the world worked on farms. What people didn't understand was the tractor was gonna allow people to do bigger and better things. This hysteria at worst, or curiosity at best, of what is this gonna mean? Is this bad? Are people gonna be replaced? The answer is yes-ish. You know, don't forget, somebody that feels like they're about to get replaced by AI to make creative works in Photoshop. Mm-hmm. The people that got good at Photoshop replaced the people that used to draw on paper. But the person that drew on paper